from the Angle podcast with Joey
Carney.
How are you guys?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me. This question is for everyone involved. So the match at Bound for Glory is going to send shockwaves through the industry. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It's given a big fight feel, and it's really uncrowned main event of Bound for Glory. Now, Deonna is one of the most dominant Knockouts champions in history, and Mickie is one of the most decorated Knockouts champions in history. So which attribute do you all believe outweighs the other, really to lead the factor to leave Bound for Glory the Knockouts champion?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I don't know that one really outweighs the other because I was the most decorated just means that I lost them more, unfortunately. But what it does say is that I've also, had different people to perhaps defend it against. I think that Deonna has definitely dominated since she's walked into the doors, and she's definitely, made a name for herself, and she's certainly, made a statement at my expense. I think that there's a lot more than just the championship when I think about what's at stake here and what's on the line. It's like, yes, of course, it's about the championship at the end of the day, but this has gotten really personal. And so, that's the edge. That's the real edge.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yana?
I think, if I had to weigh out, dominance or experience, I think there's a middle ground between the two. But I think for me, my edge is that I've been doing this consistently for the last 18 months at Impact Wrestling. I've been at the top of our Knockouts division. I've been the champion for the majority of that time. So for me, it's more watching, at NWA 73, I watched Mickie go out for her match, for the first match in nearly a year, and I saw her question herself. I saw her wonder, can I do this? Am I going to be great at this? It's been a year. What's it going to be like out there? I don't have those questions about myself. I don't have the if or what happens after. I just know how to be a dominant champion, and I've done that, and I've proved that. So for me, it's going out there and saying, I've done this, and I can do it, and I'm going to continue to do it forever. But for Mickie, it's the question she's going to ask herself before she walks through the curtain. So, she has done it, and she knows she has done it. The world knows she's done it. But can she do it again? And I don't have those questions.
Well, what I hear is a little bit of cockiness. So you never know. Sometimes you might come in a little bit overconfident, but I do believe that Deonna has the skills. I truly believe what it comes down to is that day when it comes to the level of talent that we see here today with Deonna and Mickie. The talent is unbelievable. So I truly am a believer that it's whoever comes in that day the most prepared, who has put in the most work. Because I have found from just former experience that that's normally who comes out on top, who preps the most and who wants it the most that day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
That was a good question.
Joey. Thanks for your great question. And we want to thank everyone that came to the press podcast today. Overwhelming demand, and we love having you all. Thank you so much for your patience. I will confirm that next week we will be back with my fellow colleague, D'Lo Brown. He will be hosting next week, October the 13th at 2:00 p.m. Eastern as well. And he will be hosting and presenting with the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. So we appreciate Deonna. Thank you. Mickie, thank you for your time and answering all the questions from the media. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
Yay!
Bye.
Recording stopped.
Sorry, I missed that part.